So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to round 9 of Brazil. Who we got in the intermediates? And foe. Let's this all out. Let's have a look then. Who we got coming out first? And it is the Alfa Romeo of Mickey. Just doing a quick sound check. So yeah, welcome. First time I've been back on comms for a little while. I said round 9 of Brazil. Looks like it's going to be a dry quali. I don't know if any of the guys can let me know if it's going to be or not. As Mickey starts his first hot lap and the first hot lap of the evening. Got a fairly full grid, 16 guys. Anfo still on the intermediates. I'm assuming he'll change. He's not going to be that confident. One person does drop out and does miss out on Q1. Mickey keeps it nice and tight. Nice and clean. Let me get my track map up. Work out where he is now. I believe he's coming around turn 8 and what was this, turn 10, sorry, yeah, turn 10 into turn 11. Obviously set in purple sectors, but at the moment Burkus is the first one out. And we have a 108.2. First, who we got behind him? Is that the Alpine? I've missed that. Cycling Wheel, followed by the Red Bull, I believe. That is Mr. Sidrick, as he's just crossed the line. Let's have a look at him in the Red Bull. Hello, sir. How you doing, mate? So we've got oh, and Sidrick has invalidated. I believe that was on a turn 4. Let's have a look. LMB sets a new fast lap of 108.043. I have been told by Mr. Kenyon that we should be expecting about 106. There's a 107.9 from Mikey. Let's have a look who else have we got coming around. So that's Matt coming up to 2-4. Turn 4, sorry. Let's go off board with the Ferrari of Little Daz. Got some work to do after last week. Very good, Sarah, thank you. Gutted to be missing a little bit of Brazil. It's one of my favourite tracks. But Matt hugs that wall on the left tight and goes provisional P1 with a 107.858. Trevor's still in the pit. Sidrick's having a second run. Swayze's coming up to turn 12. But is quite down this time, so I'm assuming he's pulled out of this to go again. I'm Sid then. Round turn 10. Nice and flat out here if you can. Keep a nice exit. So they'll be looking for some solid points on the board tonight. And it looks like it's going to be a half decent lap as well. Puts in P7 with 108.578. Anfo is out on the intermediates. I'm not sure what he's completely expecting there. It does set a 118 and it goes P10, but I'm sure the guys will come out and beat that. Let's have a look at Valente and the Williams. So far, so good. Some good times going in as well. So where is Swayze? Yeah, I'll just go back to Swayze. Just come back round, see what he can do. The Alpine, and he goes provisional pole. Oh no, he doesn't. He was followed very closely by Mikey. Got some toe off that back straight. Let's go back to his Williams teammate of Valente. Coming a very busy track now. So obviously Brazil, it does 15 corners all told. Roughly about 27, 28 turns, if I believe. Don't know what the difference is between a corner and a turn. I mean, a slight turn must be the steering wheel. Valente over 109 dead. P11. So we are going to lose one of the guys here. We're still waiting for a couple to come out. Trev's still in the pit. Alan is on a hot lap. We're going aboard with him. The Alfa Romeo of Alan, Mickey is P5. Can you put it up there as well? He does. He puts it P4. Pushes Mickey down. Very good lap. What else we got? Let's have a look at Mr. Kenyon. Coming around turn 12 and 13. Another slight turn of 14. And then again on 15. Looking like it's going to be a very solid lap. And we have a 107.3. Puts him on P1. Syrah is the only car on track that's on the mediums. Are we going to see you on track, Trev? Nicky Paulson's cutting grass, Valtteri Bottas style. And then Syrah, cover drive for Aston Martin, comes across and puts in P11, which is good enough. It's the mediums. First we got Mikey SYX. He's retired in the pits. He's very happy with his lap. So we're going to be missing one. So we're going to sit on board with Trev and just watch him nice and quietly for just while he does his lap. Let's have a look. So Trev goes 110.8. Which then has forced Anfo to come out now. The intermediate run didn't work out. Who else have we got? Cycling Wheel is very much down in this time. Assuming he's coming in. Is he going for another run? Mr. Indy. Oh, he's just invalidated as we got to him. 6 laps. Proper treading those tyres in. Let's have a watchful eye on Anthro then, as he needs to get a decent time on the board now. It's nice and tight, coming up to turn 6 and 7, which is a fast sort of right-hander. You can carry a lot of speed. You have to watch the invalidation on the left-hand side and not be caught out by the turn 9, which needs to spin on the different gradients, variants of level. Kenyon retired in the pits is also happy. I'd be really disappointed if I don't see a 106 now, Kenyon. It's all on you. Let Anthro do it. Keeping it nice and tight. Turn 14, right in the curb. Just straight across the line slightly. And we've got a 107.7, just in P4. We've got a few guys venturing back out. Just want to see if they can improve slightly. Little Daz being one of them. He's never happy being down the bottom. He always wants to push to the top. A couple of guys in the garage, which I think will probably be fairly happy with their time. L&B on a hot lap. Currently P7, can he improve? See if he can push this mighty Haas up that list. Looking good so far. And he does, it goes P6. About half a second off the front runners here. Mickey's got a little bit of traffic in front of Odd Jim. Oh, and it was a bit of a Odd Jim, just lost in which place he was going to go there. He's not quite sure. Who else have we got? Where is he then? Let's go on board with Mr. Ferrari himself. No, Matt has pulled out of that, not happy. L&B's coming in the pits. Mickey is starting again, I'm assuming now. Anthro has retired, happy with P4. Where is... oh, mate, Trev. Need a mega lap. If anyone can do it, Trev can. Who else we got further ahead? Cedric, is that Belente? Is Belente's down this time? Going into the pits. Cedric is also lost time somewhere. It's pulled out of the lap. Assuming he's going to go again now. So let's go back to back on board with Little Daz. Starting again. Second attempt of this run. Oh, Little Daz with a little bit of a kick out there. Hear the engine go. Power down very early in that corner. He held it nicely. He's nice and tight on the right hand side. 14 coming up. Not riding the curves like other drivers. Oh, he's going in the pits. Where is Cedric as he comes across? Slightly up in his time so far. Keeping it really tight to the left, and he improves. Doesn't push him up the grid, but he does improve slightly. But it's good enough to get into Q2. So now, where are we looking time wise? I want to get rid of my double yellow flags. 1 minute 4, so the guys on the grid now are the only ones that put in valid laps. Where is Trev? Come on, Trev, as Cedric says, go fast, real fast. Oh, he's just invalidated, but you got time to go around, have another run. Can't park there, mate. I'm not sure what. Oh, we do. We have no front wing from, I would say, yes, SAS Matt, but to carry on the commentary, it's Sassy Matt. What else have we got? Cycling wheel is just at the start of a lap now. We're still on board. Alright, let's go back to Trev. We're in Q10, down to Q11, keep that speed. Very good. Give everything it's got. Oh, he looked like he just had a bit of a slide coming out of that corner. What's he got on him then? He does. He pushes Belente out and he gets himself into Q2. Putting himself P12. That's a great little last lap. Superb. Left it all to the last minute, but it worked. And that concludes obviously all the standard malarkey, top 15 drivers through. Unfortunately, we lose Belente, but the pace in this so far is 1.3 seconds from the leader. That's all that separates 16 drivers. Very good laps. So, yep, unlucky Belente. And we go through to Q2. I'm quite surprised no one still let me know what the weather is. Race. Still can throw up a bit of mixture of weather. So as standard we have Little Daz out first. He always loves it. I've heard he likes to come first anyway. Sorry. Let's get that one in. Right, as we go, he's also followed by Sierra of the mighty Aston Martin. Which Little Daz lets him go. Sierra's leading the way. Get some good points on that board for the Aston Martin. As well, I'm on comms. I wouldn't say I'll get good points on the board, but you know, I'll use that as an excuse. So we will do what they tend to do in real F1. We'll just watch a lap of Sierra and we'll just watch it nice and quietly, see how it gets on. As he comes across the line, it says a 107. 107.583, followed by Dazzle 108.3. Out here we got Swayze K in a moment. Getting a little bit of a tow from Cycling Wheel just ahead. Cycling Wheel 107.9. Swayze K with the tow 107.8. Whereas we got Anthro 108, sorry, 0.3. Mikey's coming across. Everyone on the softs, I believe. Let's have a look. No, we haven't. But Anthro on the mediums. Mikey was, I think he pulled out that one there. We've got a few medium runners now. We've got Anthro, Mickey, LB. Even the old Cedric on mediums. Got Jim 108. Medium run of LMB. Outlap there. These are all going now. So who we got first? We got Mickey just ahead of Mikey. Or Jim just in front. Trying his best to keep out of the way. Does keep out of the way. Can't always pick and choose when you can. Flying Alfa Romeo there. DRS wide open. Left tight. And Mickey, even though the camera angle says it's 109. Comes Mikey in the softs. Sure. Oh yeah, it is 130. Okay, he's not happy with that. Cedric on the mediums. What can he put together? He's looking a good lap so far. P11. Trevin, Pitt, we got Alan on the soft, so what can he put together? Can he push the top? Let's get a 107. And he does, he gets 107.839 and puts in P3. There's his old mate. He's wide again. Every time I come to Sassy Matt, he's massively wide. or missing the front wing. LMB has invalidated. Matt is in the pits, followed by Antho. Mr. Indy is up on his, down on his time. Got Jim in the pits. I'm assuming Sidgwick will go in the pits as well. Feel he may put the softs on here. Probably followed by Mickey as well. Trev's in the pits, having a cup of tea. Is Antho coming back out? May well be. Cycling wheel outlap. Has Mr. Indy, etc. gone first? Sure if Mikey's going or not. He's just invalidated on the right hand side of turn 9. That's unfortunate. Let's go back to Mr. Indy. Where has he come around? He's also come around turn 9. Doesn't invalidate on the right. Keep it tight on this one. Does have a tendency to throw you out. Spit you out on the right hand side. Mr. Indy is improving currently on his time. That might push him or cement his position into the top 10. 7 minutes left. It does, it puts in P7, 108.1. We've got a few guys in the pits now. We've got Kenyon, which I've still not seen at 106, so. Let's see if we can see a 106. That's what we got. That's everyone so far until they start to dribble out of the pits. Oh no, we have got Cycling Wheel just starting a lap as well. Coming around to just turn 5, turn 6. Fast, keep it right, and then right to turn 7. Careful on the power on the exit. Nice and as flat out as possible. We can ride the curb. Oh, where have I gone? Sorry. Where have we gone there? We have just... I'm not sure what's going on. No, he was on board with Cycling Wheel, and then now he's in the pits. Okay. He's looking like a wild lap as well, and then he was gone. Come on, Kenyon. Even at tight. 107.2. He's improved by 0.8 of us, eighth of a second there. Sets new fastest lap of the current session so far. Little Daz also improving. There goes P2. Improves by 0.8. Well, got guys in the pit. P down to P8. Anfo's taking shortcuts. Mikey SYX is currently improving his time. Comes into turn 10 into 11 as well. Got a purple sector 2, but I never quite believe the purple sector 2s. Gives it to me sometimes, so I don't believe that. got his bang. This is the Mikey that we know, 107.3. Very good lap. It's just been hidden, he's just unlocked it, that's what it was. Mr. Indy's having a picnic. And then B's coming out of the pits. And Mickey invalidated, but he's doing the Mickey favourite that we always seem to like. He does about 6 or 7 laps on those medium tyres. Sidra is on a hot lap. Can we see, I believe, Mr. Sidrick into Q3 for the first time in PRL? So Dad's happy there. Sidrick comes up to the line here. He puts a P11. He's got time to turn it all off and have another go. And he's just find a little bit more pace in that. Who else have we got? No, I'm looking for colours now. Trev is just coming out of the pit. Oh, I'm not sure what's happened there. What was that? Is that the AlphaTauri of Mr. Indy? I think it may have been. Sure, I can't remember. It looked like Trev came out of the pit and Mr. Indy tried to slot in behind, but led to a bit of confusion and a bit of contact. Right, let's have a look at a little bit of the drivers at risk here now. So we got Trev, who's probably got... He's got one chance of this. Sid just lining up for another one. That wasn't my old mate Trev, as it is. He's cutting grass a little bit here. It's just going to damper his chance. Those tyres are going to be a little bit shot. I've right on board of the Red Bull. Nice some tight on the left, rides the curb on the right, come around T6 and turn 7, keep the speed. Tight. Who we got in front here? That Sassy Matt was that Antho. Antho, which I'm sure he will heed position, he does. It's nice and tight. Carry as much speed as possible without touching that left side, he does. Good exit out here. Give it everything you got. Hug that left side. Oh, we haven't got a DNF. Was that Trev? We have. So focused on the hot laps here going off. And Sidrick does improve, but he doesn't move position. That's unlucky. Literally again. We got our Jim then as the drivers at risk, as well as Mickey. Fortunately, PRL Sidrick's not going to get around to do another lap. Mr. Indy's in the pit. Mickey is currently improving by quite a margin as well. So this should push him up to at least P8 or P9. P6. Matt has retired. He's happy that he might have been a bit premature, that one there. Cycling wheels going around, coming across the line as well. Pushes SAS Matt down to 10th. Anfo is also invalidated. So Anfo might be out here of Q2, sorry. Odd Jim may be able to push these guys out, but no, he looks like he's slowing right down. So I think Sassy Matt has just got through the skin of his teeth there. There was a couple of guys behind him that were faster, but have had invalidated laps. Everyone is happy. So that should conclude Q2. And it does. So we've lost 5 drivers. But again, times are very tight. Mr. Indy's picked up a 5-place grid penalty. And that's for the collision with Trev out the pits. Trev was a DNF in P15. Odd Jim 14, Mr. Indy 13, PRL Cedric in 12th, and a surprise Anfo in P11. But those guys do get fresh new tyres. Point 0.6 separates top 10, and realistically another second to a second half to the next ones. Let's get to P3. Good evening, Mr. Cedric. Right, let's have a look then at what we got. So what's the bet? Was that Ferrari out first? Oh, I think it was. It was the Ferrari of Little Daz. We have got... Can you hear us? Have you not? Ah, it's alright. No worries. Alright, who else have we got there? So you have some Little Daz is out first. As standard. I don't know why it does that every time. Seems to forget what I've done. So, Little Daz out first. Out lap. Move my PC before it turns off. Comes across. Start that. Comes down the first DRS straight. Going up to turn 4. Cycling wheel and his fancy looking helmet. That's a purple sector 1 from Mikey so far. Let's go back down to Little Daz and see how he's getting on. Coming around to turn 12. Purple sector 2, but we never listen to purple sector 2s because it gives it to everyone, including me. It's just a lie. It's just a lie. The 108 dead by Matt. I don't think he'd be too happy though. I believe he's quite capable of getting into at least the low 107s. And then B, 107.5. He finally managed to link the lap together slightly. Go down to Mike. He's just about to cross the line as well. And he goes provisional. 107. Cycling wheel 108.2. Swayze K to follow as well. 107.9. Mickey. And the next one across. He's also going through. Let's go to the Mr. TTM, Miss Kenyon. I have been informed that the mighty Ferrari of our little Daz has cocked up. And it was a worthy sacrifice. We missed Kenyon's lap, or the crossing of the line, but I'm sure he'll be happy because we went to a little crash. But he does set 107.3. Alan, I should have to go to Alan, yeah. Let's get details up here. There we go. I believe we're probably going to see a lot of them now. Yes, he... Both going in the pits, yeah. Look at Mikey. See if we can improve this provisional pole. I'm not sure if he's had a pole position so far this season. So he will definitely want that in Brazil. Let's have a look. See if we can see that familiar Williams of Mikey right at the top. As he turns around. Turn 12. Purple sector 2. We believe that one. Let's see a 106. Haven't seen one yet, even though Mr. Kenyon... I swear he did say that. Oh, he's gone. Oh, 107. Oh, 0.088. We still haven't seen it. Oh, look. We got Sassy Matt again with no front wing. Told you, every time I come to him... Every time I've been on him, he's been wide or with no front wing. Yeah, he's not Mr. Saturday, is he? He's Mr. Sunday. So, I wonder if Miss Kenyon... Is he going? Yeah, he's fully... No! Late dive! Didn't expect that. Okay. So, the only people out on track, we have Swayze out, followed by Cycling Wheel. The Alpine Dream. Careful, make sure you don't hold each other up, boys. Don't want to get no silly penalties. And Cycling Wheel. I think it just jumps at the chance to give you any penalties. Yes, I have clipped it. It was caught on stream. We did see. I saw Trev come out the pit and then Mr. Indy sort of slot in behind. But obviously Trev probably went, oh, I'm going to slow down. So I did say it probably led to a bit of confusion. But I'm surprised Mr. Indy should have just carried on. Initially, he had right away in theory. Right, let's have a look. Cycling Wheel, they have separated themselves, the Alpines. I'm surprised there's no toes going on. Cycling Wheel got in his locker then. As he comes down to first DRS zone up to turn 4. Very clean on the first turn 1, 2 and 3. And there's a big gap. Yes, I did say in the break how tight they were. I'm not talking to myself either, people. There is someone else in here with me, just unable to include their audio. Okay, so cycling will come around up to up to 14, turn 14, and then 15 is a slight king, keeping it left and posting a half decent time of 108 dead. What else have we got? Little Daz is, yeah, he's just coming round now. Swayze did not. So Little Daz is 0.6 up on his time. This Little Daz goes up P3. Yeah, Anfo was. I did say it's a surprise that Anfo was sitting at P11. See how Mickey gets. Yeah. Let's have a look how Mickey gets on. He's posting some half decent times so far. Just not enough to just maybe try and scratch the surface of that top 4. He isn't currently improving, which is going to put him P6. There's a big gap. Swayze, P4. Very good lap. There's a big gap between P7 and P6. I mean, he does improve. Only just 0.088. Kenyan as invalidated. Went up by the looks of that. Matt is now going for his last attempt. He crosses the line there. Swayze case pulled over to the side. LMB also last attempt. I think Mickey's going again, but he's not improving at the moment. Cycling wheel coming around turn 12. Yes, I think so. Different lines for people take through turn 14 and 15. Cycling wheel does improved. Well, he is improving as he's got his front wing. So he's got 40 seconds to get to that line. There's going to be a LMB 107 dead. Just pips Mikey, but I think Mikey's going to go for another one. I think Kenya's got 15 seconds to get to the line. Mikey crosses the line in time. Little Daz will not cross the line. He's down. I'm sure it said 3 seconds, but that's a lot just for that seconds. Kenyan has. No, he's just crossed the line, I think. Oh, that literally ticked down. So we have got. I'm going with Mikey at the moment because he is the closest. Or is Matt? No, I will go with Matt first. No, I think he's forced. I think he's forced. No, Matt's out of the race here. LMB is also down, so it's between Mikey and Kenyan. It's a make or break corner. Kenyan is. Oh no, Mikey has pulled out. So Kenyan is improving by 0.1 of a second at the moment. Needs to give it full beans. Sector 3. Rides that curb. Took a lot of curb. People take different lines through that. I don't know. That was .084. I think he slotted in between, didn't he? I think that's, yeah. Look, oh. .015 to separate the top 3. We didn't see any 106s, but we got very, very close. So congratulations, top 10. Ignore that. We are LMB P1, followed by Kenan in P2 and Mikey SYX in P3. Separated by .015. Matt P4, P5 Sway K, followed by SAS Allen in P6. Cycling Ball P7. Arc Mickey P8. Sassy Matt in P9. Followed by Sarah in P10 with no time posted. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why we didn't see a time by Sarah. Yes. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so we're just going to take a quick break. And we're back in a few. And welcome back. As we join the formation lap, let's have a quick look at some tyre strategies that the guys have gone for. So the top 10 all on soft tyres, followed by Anfo decided mediums and Odd Jim, the only two on mediums. The weather's looking pretty clear. Assumed it was going to stay like that, not been told otherwise. Or will we have a dry to a wet race, or possibly some rain in the middle? Guys, just finishing warming up their tyres now. Let's get back down to the position change. So we're sitting around P5, P4, P5, try and catch everyone going into turn 1 as cleanly as possible. As LMB starts this race. And here we go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we are off. It's a bit of a slow start by Kenyon. SAS Matt took that very quickly, and I believe he's gets the inside line. Everyone's getting through okay at the moment. Odd Jim wide. Good start by all so far. The Alpine just slotted in front there. The McLaren just had to heed. Alfa Romeo gone wide. Cedric up 1 position. P4. Allen with an awful start. What if he's just picked up damage? He's dropped 5 positions. Cedric's just taken that inside line. Now he's side by side with Sassy Matt. He's dropped 6 positions. 7 position. I believe he must have picked up damage here somewhere. Surprised we see him. Let's go back up to Little Daz. So then B has already got a gap of 1.2 seconds. Mikey up. We got TTM Kenyon down 3 places. Cyril going side by side with Mickey into turn 1. No contact made. Good racing. Point 2, he's going to have another look going down his first DRS. Obviously no DRS activated yet. Gold helmet of Mickey on the outside. Little bit of contact, but nothing serious. Sarah gets that move done. Down again, we've got Anfo on the back cycling wheel. Not the area of track that you would expect many overtakes to happen now. Matt's down 2, Cedric up 2 as well. But he's pushing Cedric now. Pit stop strategy is the 1-stop pit is extremely hard to get done. It will be probably a minimum of 2 stop for everyone. Trev P14, Matt is... sorry, SAS Allen is 23 seconds behind, so he has pitted. Odd Jim is also... must have pitted as well. Valente, we got Matt coming through on the back of Cedric as well. Just dropped out of a second to the cars in front. No DRS. Might have been activated this lap. We got a purple sector 1 from Sassy Matt. He's on the back of Cedric though. And also we got Belente's joined in. Look at, oh, he was thinking about it. Probably not best to. Oh, he might have it here though. Smallest time so far. They're pretty spread out in front at the moment. 0.8. LMB 0.2 still. Mikey 0.8 behind. Kenyan will go up to just on the back of Swayze K here. Gets a good exit coming up to the second DRS zone. He has got it. Should be a fairly straightforward move. Very powerful. Gets the move done way before turn 1. Swayze may come back. I can't remember if it's... Swayze K, 3-second time penalty, lap 4. SAS Matt, DRS. Sidging in front, I think. He's going to run out of track though to get that done. Belente in the pit. Very early, might have picked up some damage. Anfo is now joining the pack from P8. Got Mikey, the Williams coming around. Turn 12, followed closer by the Red Bull Kenyan. Should be picking up DRS on Lil Daz in front. Little bit too far away, I think, at the moment, but it's going to help him. Looks like Lil Daz is just reeling in LMB as well. Let's go to Anfo. Anfo gets the move done. Going around the outside, long way round. A little bit of contact from the pair of them. Gets around the outside. Anfo just veering across. Maybe a sign of apology, I'm not sure, we'll find out. Swayze now on the back of Syrah. Syrah up 5 places so far. It's a very good 5 laps from himself. I missed the move by Matt on Cedric. That puts him up in position. Got Mr. Indy of the AlphaTauri from behind as well following. There's a lot going on. Try and catch everyone. Bit of a DRS train coming up here. Matt getting a lot close to LMB. Is he going to look for the move on the inside of turn 1? He is. Oh, Matt just pulls out. He's just too far behind, but let's let Mikey have a look as well. There goes Matt again. Oh, he's going to have a little bit of a lawnmower in on the side. 2 abreast, followed by the 3rd of the Williams. And Kenyon getting involved as well, but they've all slotted back into their original positions. Oh, Mikey and Little Daz going side by side. I think Little Daz is just taking that inside corner again. And he has, he's just got back in front. Kenya's going to want to get involved in this battle soon, but at the time that Matt and Mikey are battling, he's going to let LMB just gain a little ground on them all. Point 4. Let's have a look again. Is he a bit too far away now? He is. But he's right on the gearbox of the Haas in front. Let's go back to the guys. Anfo's got a job done on Mickey. Rest of the guys are a little bit spread off. We got Mr. Indy behind Cedric, who's eating about a second away. Everyone's getting DRS. It's a very close field so far. We've got yellow flags up ahead. I'm not sure. It may just be of exit of track. Kenyon has now joined the party. Oh, we got Little Daz. I'm not sure what's happened there. He's dropped down to P6. Oh, it looks like he's lost his left end plate on his wing. Sure what's happened there. A little bit of battling. Brazil will give you that. It's very, very tight track. Let's go back to Mikey. Can he make the move done on LMB? Cycling wheel, 3-second time penalty. Mikey around the outside, going into turn 1. Gets the job done before Kenyon getting involved as well. Does that hand the DRS back to LMB? Does it give? Is it a double DRS? No, it hands it back to LMB. I've been told I must be signed into Xbox Live. Bear with me. And we are back. Sorry about that. The Xbox, well, EA decided I wasn't signed into the services to watch it, but we're back. I don't think a lot's happened. We got Trev. Nope. SAS Matt's gone in for an early pit stop. No wing change, just an early pit stop. The undercut can be quite powerful here. Sector 2 of... Is that Odd Jim? It is Odd Jim. He's round on, I believe, turn 10. So Little Daz did pit. He's going to mediums. We have a virtual safety car. That may be for the incident of Odd Jim. Let's have a look at some early changes. Mr. Indy up 6. Cedric up 3. Syrah up 6. Anfo also up 5. Venture car's safety car is still going. Mickey with a penalty for speeding under the VSC. We have drive through for Mickey, who was P5, sorry. So we got Cedric gone up, but he's got the AlphaTauri of Mr. Indy behind. May have just let a bit too much to do going into turn 4. Let's have a look at the nice Swayze K's on the back of Ampho. Ampho up to P3. LMB is down to P10, but that may be through a stop. It is through a stop. So the top 9 so far haven't stopped. So far, got 0.7 on Ampho, and he's also followed quite close by Mickey, who has got drive-through. Decides not to do it yet. Gonna have to extend his run now. Just runs out of track, Swayze. Cedric up P6. Followed closer by the P7 of Mr. Indy. Just lose a little bit of time there, Mr. Indy, on that turn 2 and 3. Wasn't the best of exits he would have hoped for. Swayze gets the job done on Anfo. So that's the softs versus the mediums, but the softs are going to start wearing very, very quickly. And Fove taking a bit more of a shortcut than he probably should do. Unfortunately, we have lost old Jim. Not sure when that DNF occurred, because when the VSC was out, he was round, was driving. Anfo and Swayze K side by side, he gets that job done well before. Mickey's race is going from bad to worse. First the drive through, now the 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Let's go back to PRL Cedric, who is continuing his stint on the soft tyres. Followed by Mr. Indy, is also doing the same. 7 and 10 place at the moment. He's just come out a little bit of traffic. Sira's just behind him now. Fresh mediums. LMB up to P7 as well. Coming around to 7 and 8. SAS Matt 3-second time penalty down in P11. Sira and Mickey get involved with sector 2. So you got a little bit of a train behind there. Mr. Indy 0.6 on the back of PRL Cedric. Are these guys going to continue their stint? They are. Is he going to get this job done before turn 1? He's looking on the inside. He's not. He's going to get right in the back of his gearbox, so he's going to have a look at it in a second DRS zone. Again, Sid has a better exit going out turn 3. Might have just left a bit too much to do. So, Little Daz side by side with Cycling Will. Turn 3. Go through. Good so far. That's Alan also getting on the back of Cycling Will and Little Daz. That slots in between them both. Mr. Indy has got the job done on Cedric, but he has gone in the pitch. So Mr. Indy has continued his stint. Let's go back down to these guys here. Little Daz, DRS wide opens, going round the outside, close to the wall. Side by side, who's later breaker? They were both fairly similar. One takes the inside. And that's going to have another go. Takes the inside line. DRS open. Should be in control of this corner. Oh, Cycling Will and Alan have been picked up in the same collision. The snap of oversteer from Cycling Will has picked up Alan as well. Both have been DNF'd. On the right hand side of Q, Trev just stopping by, giving a little thumbs up, maybe joining them. Oh, Trev, too busy laughing as he came around turn 4, lost it himself and hit the wall. Oh, Trev, I'm sorry to say, it's just been caught. It's going to be clipped, it's going to be shown. Little Daz has also DNF'd. How has Little Daz DNF'd? Oh dear, he's right on the racing line as he hit the curb left and gone right. Luckily this is not real life, otherwise this safety car would be out for hours by the time they picked up all these pieces. So we've lost 3 cars in the space of half a lap. Trev, do not hit him. Woo! Oh, Trev. It's gone bad for you as well in this one. There was a Ferrari sitting on the racing line. So, while it's being cleared up, let's have a look at the penalties quickly. So we've got Swayze K in P5, 6 seconds, followed by Matt, who's in P10 with 3 seconds. Also, Trev for that collision with Matt, the DNF card of Matt. But, oh, it looks like Trev may have served that 5 seconds. But I don't know, that may bring him out the back, but it's in front of the safety car so he can rejoin the back, which is good. So everyone's on fresh tyres. Matt's selecting for the hards. It's gonna have to be another stop for the guys in the softs. They will not make it. So yeah, I'm not sure if you quite knew that the safety car is driven by a man called Bernard Maylander. I think he might have missed 1 race in the last how many ever years. Just a little bit of a fun fact for you there. Wink wink. So I believe everyone is going to have to pit again, probably apart from Matt. SAS UK Matt can make the hard tyres last. There's 20 laps to go. Medium stint now is doable. The tyres are probably going to be not comfortable by the end of the race. The softs definitely not. If they do lay those soft stuff, they are going to be dead. But it's a fairly clean race so far. We have lost 2. 2 got picked up in the same incident. Looked like Cycling Will had a bit of a snap of oversteer, which just snaked him off, and Alan also got picked up in that. That's racing. As Michael Massis say, it's motor racing, Toto. Not quite sure what happened to the Ferrari of Little Daz. It seemed like he was going okay, and then I don't know if he lost it going round turn 14 and took too much curb. And we are racing again. Got Mikey followed by Anfa. Anfa with a solid restart. Softs versus the medium compound fresh. Swayze's K just a bit behind. Sierra just a bit behind as well. L and B, all mediums. Let's have a look at the guys here. Mickey may have just got in front of Cedric there. Mountain hard tyres behind. He needs to keep them works. Trev with a 3-second time penalty. Bit deep in to turn 6. Valente just trying to pick up the pieces from the guys behind. There's a little pocket from P7 to 11, which is just sitting around here. Oh, the McLaren of Matt just taking the inside line. Sid just took a little bit wide there. Oh, Matt took some curb. Good exit here, and he'll be away. Letitia and Kenyon looking to keep pressure on the top 2 here, but also being pressured from behind by Swayze K. So Valente looks like he may have also taken Cedric there. So there's a 1.5 seconds picked up between P6 and P7 now. There's little pockets just appearing now. So the field is splitting. LMB 0.5 behind Sierra. A little bit of a snap there, catches it. Squirrely moment. DRS will be active or inactive, reactivated, that's the one, on the next lap. We got Cedric's just dropped out of any sort of DRS for the moment on Valente. When he gets activated, he's going to want to push that back before he gets again. Maybe just getting used to the medium tyres. PRL, Trev, picking up a little bit of time on those soft tyres. Anfo's now going to want to push as well. He needs to make these soft tyres work compared to the mediums behind him. There's a Red Bull of Kenyon. It just needs to keep that pressure on. Don't let these top 2 get away. Try not to get enticed by the battle behind. There's a few cars now coming. NB still looking on the back of Sierra. A lot closer as well. Sierra. Oh, I keep saying Sierra. Sorry, Sierra. DRS is active. And then B just a little bit farther away, but it may just stop Swayze K having a little bit of an attack on Kenyon now with these guys behind him. I think he gets the move done. He does on Sierra before turn 4. So we'll try and just keep it back as much as possible until we can get... see if we can catch along with the guys in front. Matt on those hard compounds seems a lot more comfortable and catching up to the likes of Mr. Indy on the medium tyres. Let's get back to these guys here. I wonder if Kenyon can get a good exit here and get a look at Mikey. It's in his DRS. Anfo's dropped. Swayze Guy with another 3-second time penalty. This is really going to hurt his finishing time. Anfo has dropped 2.1 seconds on P2. Swayze just dropping out DRS going into turn 3. Doesn't get DRS. LMB does behind. Mr. Indy's looking back at little Matt. SAS Matt. That's Valente as well's come in. Mr. Indy's picks up a 3-second time penalty for running wide on cue on turn 4. Sidgwick's he's going to try and want to catch up to the back of these guys while they're having a little bit of a ding dong. Oh, we have LMB 0.2 behind. Let's have a look from helmet cam. Here we go. LMB running outside in the Haas of the Alpine of Swayze. He gets that move done. Swayze going to have a look back in a second DRS, but LMB with a great exit. And that's let Zero have a look as well. Both DRS, bit of lawn mowing going on. The right side of the grass is beautiful now. Gets it round. Zero just a little bit wide. There's a little bit of rubbing going on, but rubbing's always good. He puts himself in P5. Go back to Mr. Indy. Valente. Magno's obedience work. Getting on the back of you of SAS Matt. Using a bit of ERS before the DRS kicks in, giving a little bit of an extra punch through the air. Just too far away. Gets you closer for the first DRS zone of the lap. Sidgwick now seems to be within DRS of the car in front of Mr. Indy. So yeah, Mr. Indy out of the DRS zone in front, so Sidgwick is on the hunt. 0.3 seconds, Valente now. We have a sector 2, is that LMB? He is round, and he has no front wing. Has he been a victim? I think he's been a victim of turn 9. Bit of oversteer potentially, but he's going to start losing some places now. No front wing is going to feel absolutely horrible around here until he gets into those pits. We have a virtual VSC, which may help Marathon get into the pits before it goes. That gives Antho an opportunity to have a little bit of a cheaper pit stop. Another fresh pair of softs to keep him going to the end of the race. Means the guys in front don't get away as much as they need, or as much as they would have done. Sierra in, Sidgwick up P9, LMB in, Trev also in. So Antho comes out P6. Potentially P5. I don't think his teammate's going to give him too much jip on those hard tyres. So DRS is enabled, with VSC is over, and we are back to racing. There we go, there's the move that we thought would happen. SAS Matt now will just put up a little bit of a blocker. See if he can slow him down a little bit. Let's get Antho go away on those softs. Valente just saved a little bit of a squirrely moment coming out turn 12. DRS is open. Should get this move done, but I think they're going to go in side by side. They are. Matt may stay in front here. He is going to stay in front. This will help Antho right out. This is a Sergio Perez moment. I think Valente's got more speed now. He takes the inside line, so this corner should be his. Oh, Matches. Perez would be proud. Cedric on the back of Mr. Indy now. He has gained over a second to get back close into this battle now. He's got 0 behind him though. 0.2 in the Aston Martin. Oh, Cedric deep into turn 12. That's let him in. That lapse of concentration. Too busy looking in that rear view mirror of that Aston Martin, forcing its way up through. But they were fresh tyres. Keep yourself. Valente, 3-second time penalty up in P6. May hurt when it comes across the line. Anthro P5, just trying to now reel in those guys up ahead. So Valente does get that move done on Alan. Oh, and he's gone. We've called it on board. We've called Sassy Matt into the wall. No front wing. The same as qualifying. Should have had your money on it. That's unfortunate. As the victim of the turn 9, it's just, it teases you into putting some too much pressure on. New fastest lap, 108.6 by Anthos. The fresh tyres. In the hunt of a podium place. 8 laps to go. We've got Cedric going up. He's a P8 now. A solid lap so far. What are we doing down there? LB just coming round turn 1 now. Matt's in the pits getting a front wing change. Have a look at some penalties as we go. Swayze K down in P9, but also 9 seconds of penalties. Valente 3 seconds. Mr. Indy following closely behind with another 3 seconds. We got turn 2. Who is that? Not sure who that is. Is that Swayze maybe? It might have been Swayze. May have just gone off track slightly. Got Mickey getting back in front of Anthro into Q1. No, Q1, sorry, turn 1. I don't want to keep saying Q1. Now Anthro wants to go around the outside. Little bit of rubbing. But Anthro just getting his nose ahead going into turn 4. So turn 6. DRS is powerful in here, so keep yourself close and we'll get yourself back in front. Kenyon is now 0.7 behind the runner of Mikey SYX. Swayze K with another one. Puts him up to P12, 12 seconds of penalties. We've got the ERS King of Kenyon with 8% still left. Sector 2 yellows. That is Trev DNF. Are we going to see late safety car? We are. We're going to see Bernard again. You got some issues, Matt? Give us a clip it up. And then we're having a look. Didn't you crash yourself? So I wonder what safety car's going to do now for the guys behind. That's a little bit of a cheaper pit stop there for LMB and Cedric. Should turn into overtake. Safety car, fresh tyres, and hasn't dropped any positions. I don't know if there was questionable driving, if I'm honest with you, mate. I saw a lot of it and it all looks, there was a little bit of rubbing, but it's a tight track. I mean, we're not going to run a perfect race. We're not going to do no contact at all. That was questionable driving from your AI last week. How you doing, Prezi, mate? All right. So we've lost 5 drivers. 2 got caught up in the same incident. 3 separate ones. Session safety car to session. 6 laps to go. Fresh pit stops for Mikey, Kenyon, Mickey, Sierra, Valente. Indy decided to go on fresh mediums. But the cars behind have also gone on fresh softs as well as the cars in front. So, we'll see how that plays out. It probably would have been more beneficial to go onto the softs, but we may not have any softs left, I'm not sure. Matt pitted 2 bits before because he lost his front wing, which seems a theme for Brazil for him, unfortunately. Lost 2, I believe, in qualifying. So, safety car is out, 1 more lap. And why it is, I will be back momentarily. Yes, so far so good. Prezi, he's looking after it very well. So, we should. Are we going to see a late call for the safety car? There it is, yeah, but I say, be surprised if the safety car's not in his lab. It is. Let's see the start from Anthros. Is in charge of restarting this lap. Four laps to go. Mikey he's eager. Oh, he hasn't. Oh my god, what's that? Wow, I don't know if Kenyon's had an issue or what, but he got absolutely swallowed up by that safety car restart, which is really unlike Mr. Kenyon. Oh, he's gone wide. He's got no front wing. What's happened? Oh dear, this is Red Bull in the mud. Sierra gets past him as well. Sidric up to P9 now. We've got 10 places gained by Valente, and we've also got 10 places gained by Anfo. Anfo in the lead, 0.4 away from Mikey. We may see one lap, I believe, of DRS. Be really interested to see what's going on there. With no front wing with Kenyon, he must have hit the guys in front. It didn't look like too much of a staggered start either. It was it looked fairly straightforward. I don't know if it was a lapse of concentration, but unlike Kenyon to get caught out on that restart. I did say Swayze and Mickey shot straight through. Driver of the day at the moment, I know who, but there's some good choices in this. Let's have a look. We've got Mikey 0.3 now. Anfo, we'll have a quick look at the penalties. We have got DRS. We've got DRS for 2 laps now. It's not going to make no difference, really, the penalties. I mean, Swayze is going to miss out big time at the moment. Oh, Mr. Indy, 3 seconds. It adds to 6. Should be fairly comfortable from the guys behind. So here we go then. Start off the last lap of round 9 Brazil PRL. This season has produced so many different winners, so many different orders in the grid. You cannot call it. We've got Kenyon sitting in behind in P11. It's all unexpected. Mikey and Anfo wheel by wheel. Anfo picks up a 3-second time penalty. Kenyon takes the fastest lap so far. Anfo's just starting struggling on those tyres now. They're a lot older than the cars in front, but as it stands provisionally, we've got the Williams that is driven by Mikey SYX to cross the line in P1, followed by Anfo, Valente, Mickey P2, Anfo P3, Valente P4, Matt P5, LMB P6, Sidric jumps P7, Swayze K P8, Mr. Indy P9, and bringing up the rear we have the Aston Martin of TTM Sierra, followed by TTM Kenyon driving. Willie, just pip him. He's going to pip him on time anyway. Willie did it on track. Maybe a little bit of a kiss going across the line. But that concludes Brazil round 9. I'm going to say yes, I agree with the game, but because I'm an owner, I'm going to give it to 2 drivers today, which means Mr. Kenyon has a little work to cut out for him. is going to be given to Anfo and also given to Belente as joint driver of the day. So there we have it. We have the winner sitting in the Williams of Mikey SYX, followed by Mickey in P2, Anfo P3. A brilliant run by Belente and Anfo above, both my joint driver of the day. The man in the McLaren and the man in the Williams. Solid race. Another fantastic race from Matt. LMB. I think there was a spin in turn 8, I think it was. Unfortunate. Again, another brilliant drive from PRL Cedric. Started grid 12 up to P7. Fantastic. Swayze K P8. Mr. Indy P9. Fantastic drive. Kenyan P10. 11 P. It's TTM Sierra. Followed by the rest, which are DNF. So that concludes PRL round 9 Brazil. Next week we're looking at Monaco. Everyone's looking forward to it, myself included. Not. And hopefully we shall see you there.